Paul, first week just about done and dusted. How's it been?
It's been good. Good working week. The players have come back in really good condition. Even though we've not got big numbers, but been really pleased in terms of the work ethic from the players.
Talk about this week then. Monday through Friday, the lads were in every single day. What's their week consisted of?
Obviously, first day we've met them. We did a presentation on the season ahead, what the standards are going to be, the demands, the discipline, expectation levels, how we want to play, style. And then we just really, day one was a testing day. Day two was more of the football introduction of that, and then how we want to play, the speed, combination play. But just been a lot about football and really the intense sessions in terms of on the ball. Did a lot of running with Keith. But been really good so far. The last 2 days have been really good quality they've shown.
One thing I noticed earlier on in the week, when the lads were going through the test, that you were going around each individual player, spending 20-25 minutes with each one. How important is that you get to know every single one individually and their personality, their traits?
Yeah, listen, that's the whole purpose of this week, is to get to know the players, what makes them tick, what's their personality like, what can they do better, what do they do well, how can we help them. Just spoke about last season, how their game was. But over the next days, weeks, months, it's just getting to know them in terms of their personality. So what makes them really tick as a player and as a person.
You mentioned there you've already got the balls out doing work with that. How much now are you already implementing the Paul Hartley style of play?
It's been a wee bit difficult in terms of the numbers we have, but how we want to play, quick play, less touchy sometimes, being really positive, play forward, being on the front foot, hard work, discipline, what we like out of possession, how quickly can we get the ball back. We've worked in small areas this week, but the players have been really good. They're bought into how we want to work, how we want to attack, how can we defend, how quickly can we win the ball back. So once we get more players in, more numbers, then it'll be coming into bigger areas and much more tactical sessions.
First training week done, and next up Portugal. What will Portugal look like for the lads? Because I imagine it's a lot of hard work, but different conditions.
It'll be really warm. Training times will be different. We'll do triple sessions. Obviously we'll get the game in between against Hibs, which will be good to get some minutes into the players. I think next week is just sort of stay injury free, get our points across tactically, but hard work, rest and recover and work. It's a great facility we're going to on the grass. We're out the way people, and just get to know people better. And with new signings coming in, I think it's really helpful for them to get to know the lads better.
It's been a busy week on the training ground and off the training ground. I've noticed you've been here a lot straight after training. You and Gordon are straight here, integrating with the staff, the office staff, and really great to see getting to know not just obviously everybody with the training ground, but everybody here as well.
Yeah, sometimes that you can get detached from football clubs if you're based at a training centre and you forget about the people at the club, at the stadium, the people that do really hard work behind the scenes. So I felt it was important to base myself between the training ground and the stadium, get to know the office staff, get to know what they're like, their personalities, what's their job, what do they do, can we help them, can we make it better for them, can we raise the standards. So I'll be doing that throughout the season, not just because it's the first week. I like being at the stadium, I like talking to people, and we can get our work done here.
Couple of announcements this week as well. Fixtures came out, which is always the exciting time for the fans. First game, an away trip to Walsall, and then back here the week after to play AFC Wimbledon. What was your initial thoughts?
Listen, every game is going to be different. We would have liked that, the first game of the season at home, but we're away to Walsall, so we'll do our homework on them throughout pre-season. We'll have plenty of match reports on them, and if we can go and see them ourselves, we'll go and watch them. And then the first game against Wimbledon at home, we expect hopefully a big crowd. Hopefully we get off to a good start. That's really important. The first game of the season, I'm sure we'll take a large travelling away support, make it a good atmosphere. So really looking forward to the start of the season. I think you always look at the fixtures when they came out, and I think the home form is going to be really important this year.
Not just the fixtures that came out on Thursday, was also the Papa John's Trophy. We drew against Harrogate, Morecambe and Everton, and then the Carabao Cup a couple of hours later, and we got a great tie, Blackburn Rovers, Championship side away.
Listen, I think it's a great test for the players going away to Blackburn, Championship club. Had a fairly good season last year under Tony Mowbray, obviously changed manager. But we're going away to Ewood Park. Some players have maybe not played at that level before, so good test for them. We'll go there and be positive, go there and try and win the game. I'm sure we'll take a large travelling support. Can we go and make an upset? If we're positive enough, I'm sure we can. But obviously we always respect the opposition, but we will be the underdogs going to the game. But you never know early in the season. If we can be on our game, we'll go there and have a real go at it.
The transfer window as well and truly open. Kyle Leatherin, we'll start with him, came through the door, goalkeeper/goalkeeper coach. That was an important one for you to get in nice and early.
Yeah, I think it was really important that we brought a goalkeeping coach in. It's a specialised position, and Kyle will double up as the backup goalkeeper just now. Played in League One last year. Somebody I know really well, got a great personality, but he's an outstanding goalkeeping coach. I'm sure he'll help Ben and young Patrick along the way in terms of his professionalism. So really delighted to bring Kyle in. Obviously worked with him at Dundee. He'll add value to the squad and as a staff. So really pleased with that one.
Regan Humphrey was next through the door. Another one you know quite a lot about and you've worked with as well.
Yeah, I had Regan at Falkirk when he was 20. We had him on loan from Ross County. But I've watched his progress over the last couple of years, and he's really, he's kicked on. His game's got really is much improved. He's an attacking fullback, but he can slot in either side. He can maybe step in as a centre back at times, but versatile. But great energy, great athlete, getting up and down the pitch, and really good competition that we've got in that area just now.
And the third of them was Senna, who comes in defensive midfielder, can also play at the back and loves a challenge.
Yeah, he certainly does, and I witnessed that early in the season when he played in my team at Cove and got sent off after 25 seconds, so we didn't see much of him that day, but I followed his progress. He's a young man at 22, wants to learn the game, get a great attitude to football, great work ethic. As I said, he's versatile, can play as that holding midfielder, he can push on and he can slot in as a centre back, but someone that we feel that we can improve as a player and technically and tactically in the game.
New additions that were won recently today when we record this as well. Hopefully they're all done and dusted and they're out. Start with Jaice coming in from Rangers. An exciting one.
Yeah, he offers us great pace on the side. He can play off the left or the right. I really like him on the right, that left foot. He's explosive. He burst onto the scene a few years ago at Motherwell, got a great move to Rangers. It's not quite worked out that way. He had a loan spell at Rotherham, did really well, at Lingfield, Partick. He just needs to find a home now. He's still a young man at 23. I still think there's a lot of potential there, and if we can work with him and help him improve him, I think we've got a really good player in our hands, and somebody that hopefully will excite the fans. He's really direct, he's quick, he's a good team player, and he's an excellent lad also.
That's someone up the top end, down in the defensive area. Ewan Murray, he's come in, and also alongside Alex Lacey as well. Two people that you've tracked for a while. Yeah,
I think I've known Ewan for a few years in terms of watching him play at Raith Rovers, Dunfermline. Had a really good spell there. Went to Kilmarnock last year under Tommy Wright. Got promotion, was a captain there at Kilmarnock, so a really good addition, strong leader. I think he'll fit in well the way that we want to play, but he's a defender first and foremost. He'll go and put his body in the line, and at the other end of the pitch he can score a goal, and in our own box he'll go and put his head in there. So yeah, really pleasing to get Ewan in. I think he's a leader that we need, a character. He's vocal, good communicator, and I think he'll help the team. And with Alex, he's somebody that can play from the back the way that we want to play, build it through the thirds, comfortable taking the ball, can play in a back three, play in a back four, central, right or left, so composed on the ball, will help the team, good organiser. So really happy with the two experienced signings that we've got in.
1 week, done, dusted, on the training ground, off the training ground is Portugal next week. How are you feeling? How are you and Gordon with all this?
I've loved it. I've been so busy. We've been putting in so many hours, myself, Gordon, the rest of the staff. Chris Trotter been brilliant. He's doing so much work behind the scenes. He's a really important person for me. So enjoying it. I'm loving it so far. We want to get into the real stuff. I can promise that the Hartlepool fans that there's a lot more to come. Some more signings coming in. We want to make the team stronger, be able to compete in the league. We just want them to come out and support us, and hopefully we get more season tickets sold. I think we're at a good number just now, but hopefully we can have a big push and we can get more season tickets throughout the next few days or the coming weeks, and for that first home game of the season, we want to have a big number here.
Gaffer, thank you very much.